Guys, I'm excited to welcome you to the FIDE Candidates 2024, which is being held here in Toronto, Canada. And in the first round, we had a clash on absolute titans: Hikaru Nakamura with Black Pierces versus Fabiana Caruana, number 2 in the world versus number 3. What can be better in the start? So let's see what happens. Fabi starts with e4, and everybody expected Hikaru to play a5. We expected try Lopez, but it didn't happen. A lot of commentators were surprised, but Hikaru plays c5. Knight f3, d6, d4, c takes d4, knight d4, knight f6, knight c3, and here some people expected knight dwarf, but Hikaru goes for a dubious e5. And you'll say, what's the difference? And the difference is that here white can actually keep check on b5, and compared to a6, white won't have this move, and now they potentially have this f5 square because of bishop blocks, then takes, knight f5, and white have a lot of pressure. Knight d7, knight f5, Fabi starting to attack this pawn. a6, bishop a4, b5, bishop b3, knight c5, trying to take this bishop from Fabi, but Fabi just doesn't care. He plays bishop b5, pinning this bishop, and now it kind of reminds me of some Sveshnikov lines, but I mean very weird Sveshnikov. Bishop f5 takes, bishop e7, and here bishop f6, castle. Hikaru plays e4. And now, first brilliant of the day, knight e4. And the point is, after knight e4, rook e1, this knight cannot be protected, and if black try to play d5, they're basically almost, I would say, I can't say they're lost right away, but the position is unpleasant and probably black are going to lose the game. What happened was castle, rook e4, bishop b2, rook b1. This is the first line of computer. Everything goes pretty smooth. Queen d5, rook c8, but here, as you can see, look at this bishop on b3. It is staring towards this king on g8, and in the long term, this bishop is a lot better than this bishop on f6 right now, because, okay, bishop is somewhere in c5, I can imagine that this position might be somewhat equal, but even, okay, this position is equal as well, but I can say that because of this bishop on b3, white might be slightly better. I have, better chances. And here queen b7, trying to take on a6, rook c5, attacking pawn on f5, and here Fabi tries to take, rook f5, rook d1, pressing d6, d5, rook b4, attacking on b5, and here bishop c3, rook b5, and rook f2 is being played. It's not a brilliant move, but what happens after king f2? Queen h4, king g1, bishop d4, king h1, and there's basically bishop e5, and the position is simply drawn because h3, queen f4, there is this, and basically I have to move back and forth. So, but that didn't happen. Instead, rook bd5, queen h4, and as you can see, computer already gives white kind of, like, big advantage, like 1.3 at this level is significant. Queen d3, but again, Fabi is up a pawn and potentially no pass pawn. This bishop is kinda good on this diagonal, and this rook will, like, I'm not sure when it will move from f8. It's actually real tough. Rook f6, g3, queen b4, king g2. But then, even during the interview, Fabi said that he didn't have like a clear way to win this. And look at the time. Like, Hikaru kinda, he mentioned that he would try to get Fabi into opening where he would know that Fabi will spend a lot of time. And then Hikaru, will start pressing him on the clock. And that's exactly what happened. Though Fabi might have a winning advantage, it's very hard to convert it in the low time pressure, especially considering that they're playing with no increment. That's absolutely insane for this tournament. Queen e7, a4, king g7, and here after a5 there is beautiful rook a8. Hikaru immediately finds it, and the point is, if queen a8, there is simple perpetual, because king h3, queen h5, king g2, queen a2, and commentators Arena Crash and Vishanan mentioned g5 might be possible, threatened g4, and if g4, bishop e5. And you know, I mean, it's still a draw, but you know, black are kind of threatening to checkmate white's king. That didn't happen. Instead, rook d5 was played, rook a7, and now all Hikaru needs is just do nothing in this position, because white have no room for improvement. Rook b5, queen d8, attacking pawn on a5, queen c7, and here basically there is no way to protect this pawn. This queen can't do that. h4, and basically after this move our commentator said that it's basically a move which makes it an absolutely draw, like draw offer on this level, because you know FIDE already knows it's a draw, Hikaru knows it's a draw, and soon Grandmasters agreed to draw on move 41, and this was the conclusion to the first round of Candidate. We had a very exciting game between Alireza Firuza and Ramesh Babu Pragnanha. I mean, it was just insane, check it out. But tomorrow, I mean already today, when you see this video, I'm going to visit the Great Hall. Hopefully I can film something for tomorrow's recap. Hikaru is playing Vidit, Pragnanha is playing Gukesh, the clash of two youngsters. Jan Nepomniachtchi is playing Alireza Firuza, and Fabi is facing Nijat Abbasov. Again, no decisive results in the first round. We hope, again, in the open section, but in the women's section we had one. So let's see what happens tomorrow. I mean, the players will try to win it all. Only one place matters in this tournament, and each of these players knows that, and they will try to show their best chess. So I'm just very excited for the next rounds. I'll see you in tomorrow's recap. Enjoy your day, enjoy the candidates, watch the candidates, follow the candidates, and bye bye.